Big thanks to Holly for meeting up with me so we can make this comparison. The canopy on the W4 and the accessories on the coach holder are not standard, so please ignore those. From the front, we can see that both wagons feature a front pocket, a doggy door, and the bench seats attached the same way. At first glance, the bench seats for both of these wagons look very similar. They have similar harnesses, harness coverings, buckles, and that kind of thing. I noticed that the coach holder bench seat doesn't have as much material, so it can't recline as much as the W4 seat. You can see here there's a much more generous fabric allowance for that. The coach holder also cannot be moved to a single seat in the center, whereas the W4 seat can be adjusted to be a single rider seat. From the back, the basket, the brakes, and the tires look very similar, but if you can see here, I'm going to show you some extra pockets that the W4 has built onto the carriage fabric, both on the back of the seat and on the carriage itself, whereas the coach holder does not have these extra pockets and storage options built in. It does, however, have some nice pocket storage built onto the basket. The coach holder handlebar does look like vegan leather, and it is a little bit less padded, which can be a little bit tiresome on your hands if you have a lot of weight in the wagon. The W4 handlebar is more padded and thicker. The W4 does not have canopy pull storage built onto the wagon itself, but the coach holder does. You can see this little pouch right here, so if you don't have the basket, you can still tuck them away. The W4 has it built onto the basket, and the coach holder has that option as well. The coach holder also has two different designs on the pockets. You can see them here. Two of them look kind of like cup holders, and the other two are flap pockets on that flap. The coach holder tires are exactly the same as the Wonderfold tires with the exception of the design of the spokes. Everything else is the same. The W4 features a tuck-away wind panel. It tucks right there. It looks much better, obviously, when it's tucked away, but you can pull it down and it has optional coverage for the sides of the wagon. The coach holder does not have this option. It just has the mesh, and that is it. The Wonderfold frame design is a little different. There are no support bars on either side. However, on the coach holder, there are. The handlebar adjustment design on both wagons is exactly the same. The tire removal method for the small tires is also exactly the same. You can see that little silver peg that needs to be pushed in with the help of a tool. The back tire is attached the same as well. It's that C-pin that goes through to attach the tire. As you can see, the canopy adjustment mechanism is the same as well. The Wonderfold seat backs are a little more padded, a little more plush. The fabric itself is pretty similar, however the coach holder has a bigger knit to the fabric, which makes it feel a little bit textured, whereas the Wonderfold isn't. To fold the coach holder, you pull up on this mechanism here. The Wonderfold has two different kinds of folding styles. The last big difference is that the coach holder has a removable pad for the flooring, and the Wonderfold has an attached floor. People have expressed concerns over safety testing, potential lead in materials used, no warranty, no customer service if something goes wrong with your wagon. These are all valid concerns, and these are things that you're going to have to weigh when examining if you want to save money and get the Temu wagon, or to go Wonderfold and have a US-based company to reach out to. I did notice a little more movement in the frame on the Temu wagon. However, as far as maneuverability goes and the weight of the wagon, it's very comparable. The Temu wagon was a touch zippier making turns, but it's not anything noticeable enough to make a difference. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Thanks again to Holly for meeting up with me, and please stay tuned for more videos on the channel. If you have any video requests, drop them in the comments. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye!